Are you looking for the best laptops? In this video, we will look at some of the 9 best laptops on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. MacBook Pro. With its 12-core CPU, the MacBook Pro M2 Pro is an excellent choice for music production. If you already own an M1 model, you probably don't need to splash out on this huge upgrade. Yet, if you do feel the need, or you are buying brand new, it does offer more power and even more performance. While GPU may not be a top priority for music producers, the M2 Max chip is also worth your consideration if you are a serious gamer or video editor. If you do feel the need to max out, it boasts an impressive 38-core GPU besides the same 12-core CPU as the Pro. However, if your focus is primarily music production, the M2 Pro, with up to 32 GB of unified memory and 1 TB of SSD storage, is a fantastic option. It can handle demanding DAWs and virtual instrument software with ease and will save you a few bucks in the process. You also get the excellent GarageBand music creation app, and the 19-core GPU is still good for most gaming and editing purposes. Its 16.2-inch screen size and stunning Liquid Retina XDR display combine with a sustained 1000 nits of brightness, 1600 when viewing in HDR, for exceptional visuals. With 3 Thunderbolt 4s and 1 HDMI, port selection is also decent, while it also has a useful SDXC card slot and a headphone jack. Additionally, despite having a little more bulk than previous models, it's still portable, and the battery life is an incredible 22 hours, which is ideal for taking it to remote areas to record samples. Number 2. Dell XPS 179720. The latest Dell XPS 17 is an absolute powerhouse and can handle any music production software you can throw at it. Its Intel Core i9-12900HK processor boasts 6 performance and 8 efficient cores. It also sports 32 GB of DDR5 memory and 1 TB M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD storage space. With its NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, this laptop can also handle video editing, 3D modeling, or anything else you need graphics-wise. Additionally, the 17-inch 4K anti-glare display is stunning. It also has super thin bezels, meaning there is more display for detailed composing and editing. Its touchscreen capability means you can navigate your library quickly and efficiently, too. This feature is also helpful when drawing in automation or editing MIDI notes by hand. Ports-wise, there are 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports with DisplayPort and power delivery, an SD card slot, and a headphone/mic jack. It's a little bulkier and heavier than the MacBook Pro, but still relatively easy to transport. However, you can't expect anything near that laptop's flagship battery life. Number 3. HP Pavilion 15. If your funds are limited or you're not quite ready to invest in a premium powerhouse, the HP Pavilion 15 is an excellent budget option. The 12th generation Intel Core i7-1255U processor is sufficient for beginners and casual music producers and can deal with most small projects without any problem. However, if you plan on jumping into large, complex creations, you'll require a more powerful machine. To get the most out of this laptop, you should couple it with an external audio interface. However, the hours you spend creating music should go by without too many glitches, thanks to its 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB SSD storage. It also has a rather nice 15.6-inch Full HD display. Moreover, the laptop's ports are also decent for its price point, including a single USB-C and 2 USB-A ports, as well as an HDMI 2.1 and a headphone jack. Number 4. Acer Predator Helios 300. The Acer Predator Helios is another excellent budget choice that meets the requirements of music production. Although primarily designed for gaming, with 8 cores and 16 threads, the 11th generation Intel Core i7-11800H processor provides plenty of power for handling recording, mixing, and mastering. It also features 16 GB of DDR4 memory with a free slot. It's also available at a price that won't break the bank. The large 15.4-inch FHD display is ample enough to view interfaces, arrange and sequence tracks, and see the smallest details clearly. And with its NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU, playing video games when you're not writing killer tunes is a seamless experience. That said, it has a mediocre battery life. Taking your music production on the go will likely require the power brick to go with you. Number 5. Asus ZenBook Pro Duo 15 OLED. The Asus ZenBook Pro Duo 15 is another premium powerhouse that music producers will love. On top of its octa-core i9-11900H processor, it has an excellent 32GB of RAM and 1TB of SSD storage. These specs ensure seamless processing of your tracks, and the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU rounds off a very performance-driven laptop. It also sports a 14-inch screen pad, which is more than just a gimmick. It's helpful for multitasking and provides extra screen space for viewing and controlling your DAW. You can place your mixer and other controls out of the way of the main 15.6-inch FHD display, giving you more room for viewing and composing your tracks. It's also touch-enabled, so if you find this more intuitive, you can increase your workflow and give more focus to creating banging tunes. When you're not busy creating music, this laptop is also an excellent choice for gaming and watching media content. The OLED screen displays brilliant and vivid colors, while near-perfect blacks ensure sharp and detailed images even in dark scenes. Number 6. MacBook Air M2. The M2 chip is a true powerhouse, offering exceptional performance perfect for music production. But the good news is, you don't have to break the bank to get your hands on it. The MacBook Air M2 is an excellent alternative to the MacBook Pro, which still provides plenty of power at a lower cost. While some models come with 8GB of RAM, it's recommended that music producers opt for at least 16GB for better performance. With an 8-core CPU, 16GB of RAM, and 512GB of storage, this model of the MacBook Air M2 is an excellent choice. And with its quiet operation and minimal overheating, it's a joy to operate. To top it off, it's one of the lightest and thinnest MacBooks available. It also has up to 18 hours of battery life, making it a breeze to take on the go. And while it only has 2 T4 ports and a headphone jack, this is easily remedied with a docking station to connect any extra controllers and interfaces you might need. Number 7. Asus ROG Strix Scar 17. If you are a gaming enthusiast when you're not busy creating music, the Asus ROG Strix Scar 17 offers specs and features that will satisfy you in both pursuits. With 14 cores and 20 threads, the Intel Core i9-12900H provides faster rendering, mixing, and mastering processing times. Additionally, the 16GB of DDR5 RAM and 1TB SSD storage makes it yet another powerhouse worth your consideration. To top it off, you can easily upgrade to a whopping 64GB of RAM as well as add more storage when you need more power. With excellent cooling and fan technology, this laptop also runs quietly without overheating. Whether gaming or running your DAW and other CPU-intensive tasks, you can do what you please without worry. The RTX 3070 GPU and 17.3-inch 360Hz IPS FHD display will also satisfy your gaming tendencies and ensure your creative brain gets a pleasurable downtime when playing. It has a plethora of ports sufficient for music production, including a Thunderbolt 4, a USB-C, 2 USB-A, and an HDMI 2.1. And, of course, the headphone jack is there, as well. You'll get hours of seamless production on this beast and the bonus of a bit of part-time gaming whenever you need it. Number 8. LG Gram 17Z90p. The LG Gram 17Z90p is a hidden gem that deserves more attention from music producers. It offers outstanding value for its price point. The Intel Evo 11th Gen Core i7 is a good choice for producers who need a reliable and efficient laptop. While its 4-core, 8-thread processor might not be the most powerful option available, it is more than sufficient for most casual music production tasks. Additionally, the 16GB of RAM and 1TB of SSD storage ensure smooth performance, while the 17-inch IPS display looks great. You might think that it would be a bit on the heavy side with such a large screen. However, the opposite is true. At just under 3 pounds, it's only slightly heavier than the 13.6-inch MacBook Air. It also has a better battery life than that laptop, with up to 19.5 hours. Of course, you won't get this life when running your CPU-intensive apps, but it is still one of the top performing batteries. With a good range of ports and even Alexa to help with your multitasking, it's a lightweight and well-performing laptop worth considering for music production. Number 9. Dell Alienware M15 R6. Another workhorse designed for gamers is this Alienware beast from Dell. The M15 R6 can handle any music production software you throw at it and will seamlessly run CPU-intensive tasks simultaneously. With 8 cores and 16 threads, the 11th Gen Intel Core i7-11800H processor also ensures those essential fast processing speeds. Additionally, you get 32GB of DDR4 RAM and 1TB M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD for fast read and write speeds and ample storage for all your projects. As it's a gaming laptop, you, of course, get seamless downtime playing whatever games you like. The high-end NVIDIA RTX 3070 graphics card comes with 8GB of GDDR6 memory. So, if you also like to do a bit of video editing or 3D modeling, or if you want real-time visualizations as you create your tunes, this laptop can handle it all.